YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again and hit you with a video. Now, I want to send a big shout out to all the Know the Ledge Show family, all friends far and abroad, if you will. We got people all over the place, but a lot of my subscribers who I call my family because I don't have any fans. The only fan you should have in the house is a fan that keep you cool. You know what I'm saying? That's the only fan you need. So I don't believe in the fan talk. But anyway, a lot of my subscribers basically asked me, could I do a video explaining about certain negative family members and also friends and knowing when to walk away from certain people, no matter who they are. They could be your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your so-called fake friend, or whoever the hell else, a homegirl, homeboy. You have to watch out for certain people. Even some instances in the more extreme situations, your children, sometimes you have to leave them behind also. And that may sound very harsh. I'm not talking about no little babies. We talking about adults here. So we are talking strictly on an adult level, if you will, because kids do kids things, grown-ups do grown-up things. Just like the word said, you know, when I became a man, I put away childish things. So we're not talking about kids. You have a right and you're entitled to make certain mistakes. But as you get older, you shouldn't be making the same mistakes. And if you find your family making the same mistakes that they used to make, most likely it's not really a mistake, because you have to understand people are creatures of habit. Let me say it one more time. People are creatures of habit, which means they're going to do what they want to do, and they do it routinely, you know, because like if you go eat at this place on a certain day, most likely if you want to catch them at that place, not saying to do any ill will or harm to them, you can find them again at that certain place or at the certain store. How many times you done walked in a store or certain places and you done seen this person there the exact same time, the exact same day, whether it's male or female. So people are creatures of habit. But you have to understand something, you know, when you are blessed and you have certain things, this is how you can tell if your family really are for you. Because I did a video on this about like a year and a half ago, but it's like a follow-up to that, you know, because I go through drama in my life with family members, with hating-ass family members, some good, some bad, and some of them just expect you just to stay down in the ditch, because, you know, we all didn't start at the top. I don't care who you are, unless you was born into a rich family, even born into a rich family that has a lot of money, you still are poor in certain areas, because money is not everything. You might be financially rich, but you might be spiritually poor. Let me say that again. You might be financially rich, but you may be spiritually poor. You may be immorally poor, if you know what I mean. You don't have no sense of morality or anything. You just do anything. So just because you have money don't mean anything. But at the same time, if you want to find out how many real friends and family members you got, get a blessing and get some money, or get a new house, or get a new car, and watch how many of your family members or your fake friends or your people from the past, your exes or whatnot, and they all included to your ex-girlfriend, boyfriend, ex-husband, or wives, divorced or whatever. Unless they widowed, they ain't here. We don't know if they even know what we're doing. So we're not talking about those who died and went on. But at the same time, if you want to find out who your real friends and family is and how fake your exes and them is, get a blessing and get some, because a lot of time people think just because you was blessed with something that's their blessing also. But when the Most High, when God bless you with something, I'm not trying to sound religious by a long shot, because I'm no preacher. I'm just a messenger. I just call myself a messenger. I'm just a servant. That's it. And you can take that and run with it, whatever. But like I tell people, it don't matter what you may perceive me as. It's matter as long as I know what I am. You know what I'm saying? Just like you, as long as you know what you are, you might consider yourself to be this. And you are whatever you think you are. If you think you such and such, you are such and such. Because just like it all starts in the mind, everything starts with a thought. Even when this world was created, it all started with a thought, and then there was the word. First you have to think it, and then you say it. How many times you ever just blurted something out without even thinking? Even if you said you did that and you didn't think, you thought about it, whether it was subconsciously or not. That's why you have a subconscious. But back to what I was saying. When you get a certain blessing and you get rewarded, you know what I'm saying, with certain things in life, whether it's monetary, whether it's money, or whether it's like a house, car, truck, or whatever. Watch how many of your family members will turn on you and try to backbite you or try to despitefully use you. And one thing I cannot stand is a fake ass family member or friend also. And yes, I had to throw the fake ass in there because it's a lot of fakeness going on. And one thing I can accept a stranger being fake, because you don't owe me anything. But it hurts even more when it be your own people that's the closest to you. But when you was in your time of need and you needed them, but they were nowhere to be found. I know I'm talking to somebody right now because I have also lived through this. But at the same time, it's not how you start off in life. Let me say it one more time. It's not how you start off in life. It matters where you finish. You see what I'm saying? Because a horse that runs long, I mean, yes, a horse that runs fast, guess what? It doesn't run run long, if you know what I mean. I didn't understand what that meant when I first heard it. I'm like, well, a horse that runs fast doesn't run long. Well, if he's running fast, he should be able to run a race. But you have to understand, life is not just 100 meters. Life is not just 200 meters. Life is years and years. So you cannot run full speed for years and years. You have to jog sometimes. Sometimes you have to walk. But the best thing to do is pace yourself. It's not how fast you get to where you're going, as long as you can get there. Because you have people who run full speed and they run out. You know, they run out of gas and energy. You see it on people's jobs. They might be so excited for working at a job or something that you get tired. All of a sudden they start messing up, start calling in for work, not wanting to go to work. Then they end up losing that job, no matter if it was a good job at NASA or whoever the hell else. You know, and just like some YouTubers also, they might start off fast and then you may see them at a peak and all of a sudden they just start slowly declining because you got to run at a pace. You just can't overwhelm yourself. Everything takes time, you know, because Rome wasn't built in one day last time I checked. This world wasn't even built in one day last time I checked. It took some days to build it. So you have to understand, when you get blessed with something, that is your blessing. You don't have to share it with anybody if you don't want to. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't go bless others. That's not what I'm saying. But people, especially people in your family or people from your past, are these so-called friends. That's why you have to be careful who your friends are, because the moment they think that you got something, if they're not your real friends, they're going to try to use you. Then that's when the tricknology come in. That's when they try to say, well, they going through this problem, or they need help with this, or they need help paying for that. And then they throw their pity party on you. But the whole time you looking at them like you're a grown man, a grown woman. Now I understand you should help friends if that's what you want to do. But don't wait till I get a little something, then want to have your hands all in my pocket, like pocket watching, like some of these other YouTubers do. And it's not about no hating YouTuber or anything like that, even though it correlates with it all. We just talk about hating people. That don't mean you no good anyway, whether they're family, friends, or somebody you just meet online. The online people, certain people, really don't matter. We dealing more with like a physical aspect with your family, your friends, people who you see on a daily basis. Because a lot of these people you see on YouTube, you probably never see them anyway, whoever they are in the comment section or whatnot. So we're not saying that they don't count. The point is, it really doesn't matter as much as it is you dealing with somebody that's your family and your friend. And if you want to know if they really mean you any good, walk in a room and tell them about your blessings and with your plans, and see how many people be happy for you. And if I guarantee you, if nobody's happy for you or telling you how you're going to achieve this goal or how you're going to do that, and if they got nothing but negative things to say, you know what I'm saying, just wipe that dirt off your shoulder, turn your back, lift your head toward the sky and smile and say, well, at least I know where I stand with them people. See, me, I'm the type of person, I just like to know where I stand with a person. I'm like that with men, women, whoever. You feel me? Because when you're an adult, you're an adult. I'm going to treat you like an adult. You know, if you're a child, I treat you like a child, period. But dealing with adults, I like to know where I stand with a person, because you have a lot of people around here that'll be around you just because you have something that they want. You know, I done been used before. I done had people around me reaping the blessings and stuff. Like when I was going out to the clubs and stuff when I was in college, I'll pay other people way to the clubs. They don't even have their damn money. I know one of them or two of them probably listening right now. Imagine you going to the club because you got it going on and stuff. Not saying that I'm just some big baller like Lil Troy or something like that. But at the same time, I wasn't broke neither. But you tag along these people who you think are your friend, paying one guy way to the club, paying another guy way, and also another guy. And they never have no damn money. You know, most of them guys staying with their mom. Here you is being out here on your own your whole life and pretty much had to find your own way. You know, even though you have certain family members, but the whole time I got to where I got at on my own merit by the grace of God, the energy that he gave me, the knowledge that he gave me. And at the same time, you have those same people when you need them, the same people that used to pay their way to the club, and the same people used to go help, you know, whether they had to move or whether they got in some situation or whether it was 10 or 15 people talking about whooping their ass or whether it was 3-4 women talking about beating them up. You was right there for your homegirl and your homeboy, but let you wind up in the same situation, they're nowhere to be found. Those are not your true friends. You feel me? Because number one, a real friend is not going to put you in a place, in a position where you can be harmed. Any harm can come to you, because that's not a friend. And a true friend is not going to be out there causing problems with everybody, making their life worse, and then looking back for you to help them escape their situation because you dug that ditch for your own self. So if you dug that ditch, guess what you got to do? You're going to have to lay in that ditch yourself. But you have a lot of people that's kin to you, whether family, friends, or whatever, loved ones, that would want you to suffer just like they suffering. And they figure just because they see you being blessed, that they think that's their blessing also, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Because I was rewarded this. You feel me? If you weren't there with me doing a ride, don't be there for me when I park. You feel me? If you weren't there through my journey, what it took for me to get here, because like I said, I ain't always been a person that like to fully express myself, talk things out. I just believe in going straight to hand to the source. And some of you all seen that last week, or I think that was last week or the week before with the live stream, you know, and I apologize for that, even though I meant every word what I said. But I apologize for my older people and some younger people who don't understand, you know, when it comes to being a man and what real men should stand for. And one thing we should stand for is stand our ground. You feel me? That's all I got to say. But at the same time, I want to apologize for some of the things I said in the live stream, even though I didn't go all out my way. But the point is, I didn't want nobody to really see that side of me. But at the same time, I hate to be lied on. But when people seeing you being blessed, family, friends, and hating YouTubers, they will see you being blessed and then will try to concoct a lie, trying to say that you do this or you did that, or try to remind you of your past. And one thing you cannot allow anybody to do is remind you where you came from, because we all come from a certain past, whether some is trouble or whether you had to go through issues. Some of you all had to have abortions. Some of you all done got guys left you with children. Some of you guys done got cheated on. You done got tricked in the DNA testing, and you hold them burdens on you. But what I'm trying to tell you is that it does nothing but hurt you and consume you also. That's why it's not good to hate no one. I don't hate anybody. You feel me? Even the fool that made that stupid ass video, I don't hate him. I still would put some on his ass, but that don't mean I hate the guy. You feel me? Because it's different. Because it really doesn't matter to the point of me worrying about anything, because I don't worry about no man or fear no man. But at the same time, I just have it in me where I can still do something to you and it won't even faze me, because I feel like you deserve that. But at the same time, it's sad, and it's even more messed up when you have people who are your family, your friends, your brothers, your sisters, your aunties, or whatever. They weren't there for you when you was young, but all of a sudden you grow up and you become something, or you have a little something. They feel like it's theirs, you know. And then there's also people in the background waiting and plotting on you, because I don't have people in my family. I know some of you all don't have people in your family done been robbed, done been killed. People sitting back just want to take what's theirs. And just because that person was blessed with a certain thing does not mean that you should be blessed with it also. That's that person. You don't know what they had to endure to even receive that blessing. You don't know what they're still going through to hold that blessing. Just because you got blessed with a nice car and a big house, guess what? You still got maintenance. You still got bills. So sometimes those blessings do have a curse. But let me tell you something. When somebody walk out on you, when they walk away and they leave you there, like TD Jake said, you know, and a lot of people don't agree with a lot of stuff TD Jake said. I agree with something, well, a lot of things he says, you know, because he's a great preacher, no matter what nobody want to say. When people walk out on you and they want to leave, let them walk. When they turn their back on you, you turn yours also, and let them go their way, you go your way. Don't sit around and worrying about people that does not care about you or have your best interests at heart. Because when a person really genuinely, care about you, they will show it, they will express it, they will check on you. They will not ask you, well, how you doing? And, you know, why ain't you been by my house? And can I have $100 or can I borrow such and such? And what even gets me the most, even worse, is when people try to go over in a bond. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, instead of them asking for this amount of money, they'll ask for that amount of money. Like, you're just supposed to just give your money away to somebody. Like, you didn't help me get it. Why should I give you anything? And that's another thing is that I don't understand. People hate you for building you an empire, no matter if it's a small empire. You know what I'm saying? They hate you just because you became a cookie or a Lucius Lion. Just because you had the knowledge and the courage, because it takes courage also. You can have all the knowledge you want. You can have all the book smart you want. But if you don't have the courage and articulation to get up here and speak, what does it matter? Somebody else would take it and run with it, and then you would have to pay them to do that. But if you have all that and you can make things happen, you can articulate yourself, and you have the courage and the knowledge to speak, you should do it. I mean, you're doing nothing but cheating yourself. But don't let nobody make you feel like you're guilty just because of their shortcomings. If they did not go to school, because we have people in our family, I do also, you know what I'm saying, that didn't go to school, didn't finish school, and then they wind up in a predicament where they wind up with 2, 3, 4 baby daddies, or wind up in the damn projects, or wind up in the hood. I'm not talking about people that's in the ghetto in the projects, because some people there are good people. We're not talking about the goodness, though. We're talking about the people who could have did better, and they get mad at you for doing better. That's the point. It's not to downgrade anybody living in the hood. Hell, I have family in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I go back and visit all the time. But at the same time, it's sad when I see those same people and you see the potential. Just like if you have somebody in your family, they 6'7" or 6'9", and could play hella basketball, but they decided they want to start skipping school, want to start thugging, or want to start running the streets, if you know what I'm saying, of a woman or whatever, and you just let your talent pass you by. But then you grow old, you have children, life start beating you down, because life will beat your ass. Because one thing about it, if you don't prepare, if you don't have a plan, you already planning to fail. That's why you have to have a plan. You start with a plan. You feel me? Don't just start dreaming. Have a plan, because you have to take steps into making those dreams come true. And don't let nobody, once your dreams start coming to fruition, start coming true, do not let anybody tell you that you do not deserve what you done been blessed with, because that is your blessing. Don't even listen to them people. Matter of fact, block those people out your lives. And I know it's been a long time since I made a video like this, but certain things get laid on my heart and my mind at certain times. Because when I speak, I want to speak correctly, and I just want, my words to be in order. I want them to be, as we say in church, because I was born, I was raised in the Church of God in Christ Kojic. I want my steps to be ordered. I want my words to be anointed, even though I know sometimes it may get misunderstood, in certain aspects. But you can't please people. No matter what you do or what you say, you cannot please everybody. And you will go crazy trying to please everybody. You will go crazy trying to fight everybody and keep everybody away, especially if they think you have something. It's like dropping a piece of candy by an ant bed. The ant bed represent, as a metaphor, your family, your friends, your so-called loved ones, and you that sweet piece of candy that's shining and glistening. Guess what? They gonna come over there and start trying to nick at you. First, they're gonna walk around and check you out. And then as soon as they smell how sweet you are, they thinking you're weak or soft, they're going to come in for the kill. And any one of them would do that. That's why it's best not to share your blessings with everybody. Share your blessing with certain people. But just because you kin to somebody does not make you family. I say that all the time because I had to learn that the hard way. You feel me? And that's why I get up here on my soapbox, on my podcast, if you will, my blog or whatever you want to call it, my channel, and speak how I want to say, because can nobody refute what the hell I'm saying? Because the last time I checked, I'm the one got myself through high school. Last time I checked, I'm the one motivated myself to go to college. And last time I checked, I'm the one motivated myself to learn certain things, learn how to weld, learn how to go on a railroad, learn how to work with computers. Been working with computers all my life and make money off of computers till this day. So I've been blessed in that aspect. But at the same time, I still have people from my past who try to remind me of my past. You feel me? Even though I didn't kill nobody, I ain't did none of that shit. Because that's nothing to brag about anyway. And if you did, you'll be a damn fool to sit up here on a damn YouTube and tell your business. I don't understand people that does it also. They get up here bragging about how much drugs they done sold and stuff. They be sitting all on certain people's couches and stuff. I'm not going to say no names. And bragging about all the crimes they did. And we wonder why they get arrested. You feel me? Some things just supposed to be on a hush. But this is what happens when people try to show off. See, if you true in your word and you true in your step, you don't have to lie or fabricate anything, because guess one thing I understand, and I know this ever since I was a little kid. Real recognize real. Let me say it again. Real recognize real. But we have a lot of fake people who get mad when the real people call them out because we recognize they're not real. So that's what I'm trying to say. So you can't get mad because you grinding and you doing 10 videos and none of your videos getting watched. Whereas somebody, they come through every now and then, they get their views because people are going to like who they want to like. You and I can say both the exact same things, and they might like something better about me than you, or maybe they might like you better than me. That's not for you to get mad. That's just for you to keep on trucking on and improving yourself. But never let nobody make you feel like their shortcomings is your fault. Unless you sat up there and had them people set up, or you done did something to try to destroy that person, you shouldn't feel responsible. Now, if you done played a part of somebody's life, or if you done got them hooked on drugs, if you done slipped them a Mickey or something like that, that's different. You owe that person something if you that type of person. But if you ain't do a damn thing to hurt them or put them in a position they're in, that's not your fault. But people have this game where they want to throw their pity party on you, and people do that to me sometimes too. They do it on these platforms and also in real life until I just really just show them who I am. They want to make me feel like that it's my fault, or just because I have a little something, I don't have a lot, but I have enough to take care of me, that it's theirs also. And you have to tell them like, hold on, no, last time I checked, I'm the one got blessed with this. Last time I checked, I'm the one went and studied this. Last time I checked, I'm the one woke up early, going to work, doing all this. But they'll expect you to go buy a car and you can let them drive it whenever they want to drive it. They expect you to go buy a home and they can come in there and do what they want to do to your own house. And you just sit back like, what the hell kind of mess is this? So if that's the case, what's the purpose of me having some if people like you can just come take it and use it how you want to use it? And that's what we have in our family. You have to stop letting family and friends use you. You have to understand when people are for you and when people are really against you, pretending they are for you. Because I done had people come in and try to trick me. You could tell somebody something that somebody did in their family and they will go back and do the same damn thing. And so what you do, you cut them off like you cut the first person off. You feel me? You don't cut a snake off by the tail. You cut it off from the head. So when you have something, don't feel guilty. Just because you done been blessed to have certain things. That means you're doing something right. Now, it's two types of ways you can get blessed. Yes, you can get blessed from the Most High, and you can get blessed from Satan, because Satan blesses his people also. But the only thing about Satan, and I want you to take, if you don't take anything away from this video, I want you to take this part, is the fact that when the Most High bless you, it's for a lifetime. But when Satan bless you, it's overnight. That's why you have people that get rich overnight and they lose it just like that, whether it's a sex allegation or whether it's some kind of lawsuit or whether they get robbed and killed. You know, maybe they was in the wrong situation, because it's not long lasting. But if it's genuine and you genuinely put in the right work from that, why you think when you used to, for those who used to steal when they was young, and I know I'm not talking to all angels, hell, I'm guilty. I used to steal when I was a kid and stuff. I told you about going in the gas station. But also, did I ever tell you all that one of my friends, and it's a true story, I'm not going to say their name, I'm not going to say the city or nothing, they got their lights cut off. Now, she had 3 sons, and don't you know, now, neither one of her sons went and got the lights cut back on, but this woman treated me like a mom. You feel me? She treated me just like she was my mom. I looked at her just like a mom. She was real nice to me. I used to get into it with my people. I used to come to her house because, you know, I was trying to be grown at 13, 14 years old. Let's just be honest. But at the same time, she let me come in. She used to ask me, first thing, baby, you hungry? You want something to eat? No matter what I did, she never would question me. She would sit me down later on and talk to me like while I'm eating or something, you know, because I was in the streets when I was young. But at the same time, I always had attack to go to school. I always played sports, basketball, football, all that. But at the same time, back to what I was saying, she had 3 sons, and don't you know, neither one of her sons sat up there and went and paid any money to get those lights cut on. Now, one of her sons was my friend. He was kind of young. He couldn't really work. But the older 2 guys, they didn't do anything. I took it upon myself to go to the store one night with her son. Now, her son didn't go in there and asked the man for no money. He didn't go in there and steal lighter fluid. So she had some kerosene lamps. For those who remember those old glass kerosene lamps, they used to give out that little sweet smell. I used to love the smell of kerosene. I don't know why. But anyway, I stole a couple things of kerosene so she can have lights in her own house, because her son did not even know what to do. And those 2 older guys, that's way older than me by like 10 years older than me, they wouldn't even get their own mom lights cut on. So I took it upon myself to take kerosene from a store and take it to her so she can have lights in her house. And that goes to show you, when people are really for you, even though it was wrong for me stealing, but my intentions was good, because I couldn't stand to see her like that. But if I couldn't stand to see it, why didn't her own sons didn't even do anything about it? So that goes to show you, just because people are your family does not mean they're going to ride for you and ride it out with you. Because I could have got caught stealing that. My lights was only my house. I was the one just acting up and not doing what I was supposed to do. So you have to understand when people are really trying to use you, because if you got grown folks sitting in your house and they can't help you keep your lights on, they won't do a damn thing to prevent you being in the dark, and you're an old woman, something is wrong, or whether you're an old man. That's why I tell you, you have to watch out for people, no matter if they're your kids, family, or friends. And it's not just to put everybody under one umbrella, but you have to understand when people are for you or when they're trying to use you. You feel me? Because that's the age we live in now. You rarely go to people's house. Remember when we was young, we used to go to each other's house like on Thursday, and it starts on Thursday for some reason. You have cookouts and stuff on Thursday. We wouldn't wait till the weekend or the holidays, be back there playing spades and dominoes and stuff. Why don't family do that hardly anymore? And I know I'm talking to a lot of people all across the world, probably especially in America. Why do family not do that? Why is family not as close as they used to be? Why is everything is like all for self now? It's like just a rat race. That goes to show you the times are changing and the people are changing with the times. But one thing you have to do is stay true to yourself and stay true to what your beliefs are, and you stand on that, and you will be blessed for that. Because one thing about it is the people gonna call you out once they see you change it. Stick to who you are if you're true in your word, because guess what? Only time will tell. Time will tell everything about a person, including me, you, or whoever else. So keep it real with yourself. And then you can expect those to keep it real with you also. But if you're not real with yourself in your daily walk, how will anybody else be real with you and respect you? It's all about respect and loving each other. But it's like this. If you don't mean a person no good, let that person go. Don't sit back and try to hate on that person just because your family members done got blessed with a damn car, or done got blessed with a house, or they done came into some money, a lawsuit or whatever. Don't sit back and hate those people, because guess what? You only count your own blessings out. And every word that you speak ill out your mouth will come back and be revisited upon you also. So let me know what you all think about this video. Like I said, this is really a part 2, you know what I'm saying? Because I did one a year ago. I'm just adding on to it. Because some things happen, you know, people be trying to distract me and stuff, and it be like early in the morning. It's like they know how to do it too, you know, and it be the people closest to you, because most everybody else, I done kind of like shied away to cut off, because I'm running the race. I'm trying to get to where I'm trying to get. I only have a certain amount of time, just like you only have a certain amount of time. And I'll be damned Listen again. And I'll be damned if I grow old with nothing and I done wasted all this talent and sense. That's what I'm trying to tell you all. If you have a talent, no matter what it is, singing, rapping, dancing, or whatever, run, chase your dreams, man. Because once you get older, you're going to wish. It'll drive you crazy to the point you want to commit suicide or whatever. Or you wouldn't even just have a life that's fulfilled. Chase after your dreams, but at the same time, be careful who you tag along with you while you're chasing your dreams. Because while you got your eyes on your dreams, they got their eyes on your bag, on your money. So next time you're around somebody and you talking about the goodness of your life and what you've been blessed with, step back for a second and watch their reaction and see if they smile or see if they go like that. Watch me. I'm guarantee you will see it. Because if they're not speaking highly of you, they speaking down of you. And also, you have to understand, before I go, when you start talking to your friends, when y'all start talking to each other, guess what starts happening? They start talking about you behind your back. So be careful. If you and a friend don't talk, either you the one doing the talking behind their back or they talking behind your back. Let me know what you all think about this video. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely share the video with your family and friends and loved ones, children, whoever, anybody that's in your life that despitefully use you, and let them know that you're not going to take it and that you deserve better. If you cannot love me and treat me as a person, as a human, then do not fool with me. But you have people who will still try to fool with you, knowing damn well they don't give a damn about you. And that's the saddest part. And that's up for you to drop the hammer, put your foot down and say, no more. You deserve better, but you have to demand better. I'm out.